10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's your boy DJ Mercy, and we're all the way live right here in the heart of the ATL, and this right here is In the Spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, make some noise for the beautiful, wonderful, and talented and stylish Miss Kim Ford.
Thank you, DJ Mercy, and welcome to another episode of In the Spotlight with Kim Ford, where our focus is to empower, educate, and entertain. We have an amazing show lined up for you today, so I hope you have your notebooks ready, because you just might learn something. So, DJ Mercy, let's get started. Today we have with us an exclusive guest, Mr. Fred Jerkins. He's a world-renowned music producer, best known for his work with his brother, Rodney Darkchild Jenkins. He also co-wrote and produced hits from Michael Jackson, Brandy, Destiny's Child, and many, many more, and I'm sure you love them all. Welcome, Mr. Fred Jerkins.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome, I'm glad to have you here.
Great, happy to be here.
Yeah, on the red couch and everything. Welcome.
Right.
Yeah, as, you know, I love it when I call you an icon because you can make iconic music,
Wow.
right? So let's start from the beginning. How did you get into music?
Wow. So first, I'm a PK. My father's a pastor. Been a pastor for church for like 50 years, and so I was a church musician first. Started playing the drums, and then eventually that progressed to the keyboard. And from there, I started writing songs and working and doing local demos for a lot of local talent. Mm-hmm. So that's how I started off, and then from there, I actually did a project with my brother Rodney, a project called Rodney Gherkins and Friends. So it was singing and rapping, and my uncle Charles, and so that was the beginning of it. And then from there, it just kept going and then progressed into doing mainstream stuff.
Yeah. So how did the big Darkchild, Rodney Jerkins, Fred Jerkins transition happen?
Wow. I mean, when the big transition happened, so we started doing a lot of people like in the Philadelphia area. We were born and raised in Jersey. Mm-hmm. But started doing people like, Patti LaBelle, Vanessa Williams, connected with a guy, James Jones, who worked at Uptown Records, which was a great blessing. And then a big turning point was when we did Brandy. The first album was a Never Say Never album, and there was a song called The Boy Is Mine, which went #1 for 13 weeks on the pop and R&B charts. Mm-hmm. When that happened,
that was a wrap.
Yeah.
Her Monica, yes.
Yes.
We know
From that point, it was crazy.
That was good stuff. So when you're working with an icon, what's that process like? Do you go in with them with a full song and say, this is what I have, or is it more of a collaboration, or is everybody different?
For the most part, it's been full songs. Sometimes it's collaborations, but for the most part, it's always, it's been full songs. Every now and then you'll get direction from the artist that will say what they wanted. Like, for example, with Michael Jackson, we worked with him exclusively for 2 years. And literally, he would call the studio 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, really just motivating you to really go to that next level. Wow. And really push yourself to make the songs just the best they could be. And then in that process, we literally had to record the songs completely as we were with him. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't recorded like a normal demo. You recorded it as if you were doing a complete song. It got mixed and everything. So, everybody's different. So whatever works for the artist at that time.
So not everyone can say they worked with Michael Jackson. So
yes.
What are some takeaways that you learned from working with him?
Well, honestly, the biggest thing is just really pushing you to be the best you can be. I mean, the reality of it is most people don't. They'll take the song and be happy with it. And it's just happy to have, a Darkchild record. Mm-hmm. But Mike was like, just pushed. And it was crazy because it got to the point where he would call a studio and we were like, oh, tell him we're not here.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
He's a perfectionist?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So that's the biggest thing, is really pushing you to be the best you can be. And just never settle for anything that's subpar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's turn this into a teaching moment right now. So, so for those maybe college students that's watching right now, or maybe someone who's need to make a career change and really follow their passion to produce music, let them know what kind of skill set it takes to be a successful one.
Wow. I mean, well, I always say you have to really work on your craft. I mean, things are becoming easier now with technology, and so we're in in a space right now where anybody can make a beat. And a lot of people call themselves producers, when just because you can make a beat doesn't make you a producer. So really, I mean, the thing with a producer is actually knowing that you can come up with a great finished product that will be satisfactory to a record company. Also for an artist, you should be able to pull the best out of the artist as well, and know how to bring together a great song, not just a track. But the way music is going today, again, you can just push a button here, and there, and now you have the songs. And if music changes and goes back to the way it was, say in the 90s, where it was really about playing, a lot of people would, fall off the bandwagon. So, I would say to up and coming producers and songwriters, don't limit yourself because of where technology is now. You still seek to learn and do better and learn how to play. So if things change and, where it's going to be more than a push of a button, you don't lose the opportunity that's for you right now.
I love it. So what do you think about, so right now I'm going to ask you a music question. Tell me your top 5.
Top 5.
Artists.
Wow. Living or?
Either or.
Either or. Well, I mean, again, I have to go to 2 of the people that I work with. So Michael, of course. So Michael is just, of course, as far as an entertainer, perfectionist, everything about him, just amazing. Whitney, again, another one, is like, I always say I just don't see us having another Whitney in our time. I mean, just her voice, even when you listen to it now, her voice is just so special. So yeah, I definitely put Whitney there. Top 5. That's
you got hard. 3 more.
Got 3 more. That's real hard.
You can throw in some hip hop too.
Yes. God, that's so tough. Top 5. Okay. Well, when we're throwing hip hop, got to throw in Jay-Z. Jay-Z's. Okay. He's phenomenal, and working with Beyonce, I was able to see this guy get behind the mic and just do what he does. Like, where you're like, oh my God, this guy is crazy. Really. So for me, I would have to put Jay in there. Beyonce is she's amazing. Like, she's an amazing artist. She's an amazing performer, entertainer. And I mean, she gives you a total package. She really does. And I think that's important with our business. So that's 4. So you only got 1 more. See,
just one more. Just one more.
Oh my
That's
God.
what makes it a top 5.
Top 5. Okay. See, now I didn't stomach. So I'm gonna deviate and go to the gospel side of it. I named 4 for a mainstream artist. Okay. So top 5. So I gotta who would that?
You can do a separate top 5 for gospel.
I can do a separate top 5. Okay.
Who you got?
Okay. Well, I got 4. So am I stopping with the 4 and just do 5 on the gospel now?
No, I want to know that 5th one. I want to know it all.
Okay. I was trying to get away from it. All right. So number 5. Who would that be? Wow. It's so many. You know what? Brandy is amazing.
Yes.
Brandy's amazing. I mean, vocally, she is just, she's Brandy. She has her sound that many of our artists today just try to copy after. They want to be like Brandy. I mean, she's amazing. And it's the studio. She's even more amazing. I mean, she's one that you can give her something to do, and she'll take what you give her and take it to another level. Right.
And we got 30 seconds for the top 5 gospel.
I'm going to go fast.
Go.
Top 5 gospel, Marvin Winans.
Okay.
Crazy. Marvin Winans. Kurt Franklin, not that Kurt's so much of a singer, but he's an amazing artist, songwriter, producer, everything.
Creator.
I love Kurt. Top 5. I got 20 seconds left. Top 5.
This is what you do.
Deitrick Haddon.
Yes, I love Deitrick.
Deitrick Haddon is amazing. That's my guy. You want to make people mad at me?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Lord. Top 5. I got 2 more.
What about Yolanda?
Oh, Yolanda. I should have thought about that. See, Yolanda, she needs to give me something new. I've been trying to get her in the studio.
Get her in the studio.
Yeah, Yolanda is amazing. Actually, I had her come to my mom's 70th birthday last year, and she's amazing.
Yes.
As you know, Yolanda everybody's grabbing her doing these, what are these things called?
The award shows?
Yes.
Yes.
And you see the reaction.
She shuts it down.
She really, really does. I'm gonna give you one more.
Okay.
Kiara Sheard.
Awesome.
Crazy.
Love Kiki.
Yeah, yes. I think that's 5.
Yeah.
And if I've missed anybody, you're in my top 10.
All right. I put him on the spot, y'all. He didn't know. But it's great to hear from you. Who do you rank top in? Because I like to look at who's out there right now and who's going to be able to compare and carry the mantle on.
Right.
So
absolutely.
We'll talk about that a little bit more after the break. We'll be right back with more Fred Jerkins.
It's DJ Mercy, and you're watching In the Spotlight with Kim Ford. Stay tuned.
And we're back with the iconic, legendary Mr. Fred Jerkins. I love saying that because because you've put in the work, the time, and you have the receipts.
Right.
You have the receipts. So let's transition into family.
Yes. Okay.
Because no person can be all work.
Right.
Family is important. So let's talk about your first marriage. How did you meet her, and what was life like that like?
Wow. So my first wife I met in school. And got married young. I got married at 22 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and as you know, she passed away in 2006 from breast cancer, and out of that union, I have 3 children.
Okay.
Yes, and yeah.
Are they small kids now? Or they? Oh,
No,
they can't be small. They're adults at this point.
Small.
Adult now.
More than
Right.
that small. Yeah.
Now we have new love. Tell us about that.
Yes. So Shannon, my beautiful second wife that I actually met in church.
Awesome.
And yes, so we've been married now for 9 years.
Wow.
9 years. They go fast.
It does.
But it's such a true blessing, to be honest. A blessing, first of all, to get a second chance.
Yes.
And then a second chance with someone that is such an amazing person. She's awesome, and she's supportive of everything that I do. She has to put up with a lot. Me being in the music business, it definitely requires a strong person to be able to deal with that. So she's amazing.
Strong, patient. So for the guys that are in the entertainment industry that's watching this, what's some words of inspiration you could tell them so that they don't just let family go because they're chasing that dollar and they're always gone? How do you balance that and make sure you incorporate family into what you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to. You have to really push to have that time set aside. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, for example, with my first wife, I know I spent so much time working. Now, mind you, I was the only one married out of the crew, so the Dark Child camp was all single.
All single?
And Fred was the married guy.
Okay.
So nobody had any compassion to me. It was like, we have to work,
Right.
and that's all it was. So there weren't vacations like there should have been. Vacations were like, was going to do a function. Going to an award show was a vacation, but that's still, under the umbrella of work. So you really have to set time aside, and just sometimes you got to push yourself to be able to do it. So I try to do as much as I can now. Like I moved to Atlanta 2 years ago, so I've been kind of busy since that move. So
Yeah.
but I'm about to get out of here and do something
All right.
real soon, because I'm not doing what I committed to do. With I said after the first one, I said I'll never do that again. I'm not going to work so much and never have enough playtime. And really enjoy the family, because again, family grows up, and
Right.
Next thing you know, their time is occupied somewhere else.
Yes.
And even with our parents, I do fly back and forth to Jersey a lot, spending time with my parents. I think it's important because family should be first.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us about your new project, Healing.
Yes, so a project of healing. That project is it's very special to me. It benefits cancer awareness, as well as families dealing with the financial struggle that comes with that disease. It's 14 songs it's a compilation album first.
Okay.
So 14 songs of hope, faith, victory, even I Miss You type songs in there. And
Wow.
it's, again, that's something that I started in 2014. It's something that I wanted to do, shortly after the passing of my first wife. And I'm so excited. That's probably my most proud moment, having that album out and available, because it means so much. And I know, and already the calls and DMs that I'm getting, how people are being impacted already, it's so amazing and actually overwhelming. It is.
Wow.
It feels so great to know, okay, this isn't about me getting a Grammy award or getting, selling records. It's really about touching somebody's life.
Yeah, and I see you have here features from Demita, Darlene, Alexis Spike, some really Prashia Hilliard.
Yeah.
Some amazing people. Bishop Paul Morton. It's some heavy hitters. So I'm excited to get it. Thank you for my gift, guys. Make sure you go and check it out. So what's next for Mr. Fred Jerkins?
What's next? Well, okay. So I have. I literally just started a. I guess some people call it a master class. I call it an event.
Okay.
But it's Fred Jerkins Music, Business, and Money, and that really it's awesome because it really teaches people that want to be in the business or are already in the business. A lot of them need to hear it as well, but it just breaks down the music business. Really, I go into it so deep and detailed to really help somebody not to make mistakes that I've made. You know what I'm saying? Even with dealing with lawyers and management, there's still things that you really should know that you might not get from them. So I get involved with music publishing, business. I'm involved in several businesses. So I got, if you're making the money, by way of this music business or anything, you need to know how to keep it.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
I get involved in that. But it's great. So that's a real big thing that I want to do because I think education is key for anybody coming up in this business. Education is very, very important.
Yeah, because we've seen the story of Tony Braxton, TLC. Of course, those were the deals in the 90s.
Yeah.
And now it's even totally different. So they need to know how to get their money today.
Absolutely.
In the
Absolutely.
2000s. Well, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I love, continue making amazing, timeless music.
Yes,
and thank you. We'll be right back with more in the Spotlight.